Yes. Oh, I didn't write that in. Back. Got my sedative. I'm gonna swallow. Okay. Toxetine. Definitely need a dose of tea. Wearing a little bit of red today, not lots, just a little. I suppose were I to have my whole face cosmetics, I'd have lip liner with and or without a gloss. Instead, it's just nails and lips today. I don't even wear mascara very anymore, but then how can I with my left wrist, my hands, since June 5 and 6. My wrist, that is, are. At least I could put something on. Brightens up more, gives my face a bit of a. Just felt like it this morning, more than usual. As I said before, when I'm in fear, it's not a mask necessarily, it's just I feel better. It's not because I'm autistic and or anything. It's just something, you know. Were to have my hairs all, I mean, not curly naturally. I mean, when I've had my hairs, I mean, I've had to curl my hairs myself with a curling device and or salon hairdressers. They've had to curl my hairs. But I look a little bit better than I was earlier today. I'm just waiting for the medicine to actually help uh, give me some of that numbness I'm looking forward to. More. All that kept happening to me. I wouldn't be surprised if I get put on a higher dose later this year. Hear it for yourself. I put it in the title, the link. And does my mom phone him more? He'll probably lie that it was me and try and convince my mom and others that it was me instead of them two phone called each other. And does she not call him more? All the better, all the greater. I hope so. So the most many and any others. Honestly, that man is not a good person. He shouldn't be too at on in out from and by when in more real estates, contents, monies, etc. Bellis. That man is very delusional. Grandiose delusional, delusions of power, erotomanic delusional. And since earlier today, most likely, well, not likely, it's the wrong word, most definitely persecutory delusional all the more, all about, all to, and all about us. All it's missing with this tea is a little bit of citrus. As I mentioned, orange. Would have loved to have had a slice of orange in my tea or a slice of lemon. Gonna have some ginger ale soon. That too could did with some lemon and or lime in my tea. I'll have to have a lemon tea later. I really just feeling very drained. I'll have to have more garlic today. I'm gonna have to have at least, oh yes, I was gonna have something with my tea. I'll be right back. Toasties is allegedly exciting, so we'll be doing that. First foods of the day. Bread and garlic stuffed olive. was good. Delicious. Garlic. I don't wear hair gel. I don't wear hairspray. I don't wear mousse in my hair. I don't put any of that stuff in my hairs anymore. I haven't done it in a long time. Unless I get my hair styled professionally, washed and blow dried, etc. Then the hairdresser did. I don't do that anymore. Unless I did a little bit with my mom occasionally, but not hairspray. I don't put I put next to nothing in my hair. It's just conditioners. I could eat that all over again. That was really good. I'm gonna make scrambled eggs. Gonna have a scrambled egg and maybe a piece of bacon. That'll be good. Haven't done that in a while. My mom likes scrambled egg bacon, and it's soft food. I could just it'll be soft. And her soup. Burr. Burr season. Burr seasons autumn and burr seasons autumn and winter. Somebody asked me that what's my favorite seasons nowadays a while ago. And it just happened. All of a sudden I was like, oh yes, I like burr. I don't do very many traditional things about it, but I do. I like to have my teas and coffees and soups and salads all the more. My rices and potatoes and Brussels sprouts. I do like my Brussels sprouts at this time of the year. And other things. Maybe I'll just have some soup for dinner. That'd be good since I've ate that. My mom likes soup. Maybe soups. Because I told my mom I wanted soup. Maybe I could do my soup first. Give her a little bit, see if she likes it. She doesn't have to eat it if she doesn't like it. And then I could always put the remaining soup in storage until tomorrow. And then I could have the remainder of that soup tomorrow. Oh, that sounds like a plan. Do you know what kind of soup it's going to be? Use the chat area. Let me know. I know what it is. I'll give you a minute. I'll do a poll. I know, you know. I could have one of each soup, really. Make that for tomorrow and have a serving of in one of my pumpkin mugs, cup things. I really like those. You know, could even have it as an appetizer at my dinner tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna do. First yes, and or the first no. First yes, I have tomato soup. First no, I don't have tomato soup. Although I'm gonna have it whenever I've got it. I gotta eat it. But yeah, the chat is open. Q&A. You can ask me anything, and I can try and answer at least one and more question. This is going to get lesser and lesser often. Hopefully, the emergencies. Oh, excuse me, beauty bird. How's your tea, Mom? Oh, yes. Thank you for your vote. Thank you. Having tomato soup. I'll be right back. Watch my tea steam. That's the soup I'm having. I'm gonna have that. And tonight the potatoes I'm cooking. It's like they saw me coming or knew I was coming. 50% off. I don't know what the best before date is. Potatoes look good. For the package, so I figure having that and keeping my mom cooked me having some steak. Nutrition packs. I'm gonna do that tonight. That'll be good. Lemon and garden herb. I'll make this. Make my mom some soup. She can have the whole lot if she wants. I'll have that. Oh, I wonder if there's gonna be rosemary and stuff. Oh, that's just gonna be so good. Leftover smur. Plant-based. The mac and cheese we got from there discounted 50% off. Oh, and this one is with garlic and stuff. Garlic, pepper, and stuff. I'll keep this one for next time. I didn't realize we got two different ones. think I need the citrus today. I don't think it's a cold. Feels somewhat came on to me as influenza today. Like I said, I was in public water. Yeah, the soup. Some other people would add maybe milk or cream to it. And I don't like to add necessarily a full can of water. I like add 500 milliliters of water. Looks vegetarian. Oh wow. Could even maybe use it to make a taco skillet. I'm not going to ever do that. That looks good. I do. I feel exactly the same as I felt in February. Exactly the same. And as I'm not going to eat lots, well, I don't eat lots. I feel the exact same way. I thought everything I would eat, I felt better before I was, I was laying in my bed staring at my ceiling and stuff, like the world of myself. And then all that happened. And then I was like, the stress of all that made me feel sicker and sadder. And then coffee helped. And I like to show and tell my coffee in case somebody else on my subscribers and or fans, audience viewers would like to have a coffee, same end as or their own, maybe a black coffee and or with condiment and or condiments. And we have coffee together. It shouldn't hurt anybody. I mean, obviously you should check with your doctors first. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone that's allergic to nuts and or honey to get, ill and or die. I just like it myself and just, you know. And as I said before, other people don't want me on their social media as a subscriber and or member. They can reset the privacy settings and have it as, and it'll just reflect all to and all about who they are, were, and be, and happened, and that's all, you know. And stalkers, I'm not meaning reaction channels necessarily. That's publicity, you know. It's not as though they're not to at on in out from and by my parents and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, my parents' 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 parents, and all pets, all fur babies and all animals and all botany, all animals, all botany and all fur babies, all pets and myself, all historical, all geographical, all financial, and all and any new. It's just media and internet. I like some of those reaction channels. I like to see that I've been put out there something or other too. And where they did investigated me online. I've even gone on to see what it's all about. I'm into religions and science and religious, well-being and fitness. And I'm always studying. Almost every now and then I'm studying. I go on Google, I read whatever I can find there. I don't necessarily document it at all. I know there's an ISP and Wi-Fi trail that I've been, and I just like to look at it, read it. Often I'll use some of it in my well-being and fitness. It's just something I've done for as many years as I have, and more so when I have botany and pets and botany. Uh, when I have animals and botany and pets for babies, I just like to Google it and see what the big deal is. And I wrote a new story yesterday myself and Rudy Noel. You should go read it. I don't know why other people are afraid to read and like my stuff. They shouldn't be afraid of. I'm not going to hurt and harm anybody. It's just entertainment purposes. My storytelling, my self well-being and fitness, witch, and my familiars, myself and pets for baby's Bellis Faeries gardens. Hi, hello. And I strongly believe that my dead animals, dead botany, dead pets, dead fur babies, enchanted me. Be it a smell, be it a sound, be it a visual. Today there's supposed to be some kind of red lunar eclipse. The sun and or the moon. Hasn't happened yet. Do I see any of it? I'll photograph it at least once, maybe twice, and put on my social media with Andrew without making a video of, because that really does interest me. I mean, I see it, so does all others. All see it. It's just like Gaia, Gaia. I use that almost all the time. Not exactly the same as if and when I was younger, although I do. I like to, you know, incorporate it in some of this. It's good to learn. I mean, about botany and everything. You never, until you experience it and give a care about botany, a plant or plants, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know that. You know, I will have feelings. I mean, their roots, etc., and that they like light and they don't like light, this and that, and everything else. It's really fascinating, and that when you're going to eat some of a plant like a blueberry, pineapple, strawberry, blackberry, a radish, you know, It can wait hours. It's fun to watch, really. The, the little first little shoot, and then it growing and growing. You can spend it for hours, and then that little bud, and watch it grow into big fruit and or vegetable. It's just fascinating. Tomatoes too. That's actually something I'm craving. Tomato. Oh, just tell you. Oh. I mean, I like mushrooms usually, but because of my voice, my throat's sore. I'm really just. I had um, mushroom soup yesterday. I don't like to nowadays eat the same soup day in and day out. I can eat tomato soup, whereas vegetable soup is a bit iffy because of my health, iron, ferritin levels. Tomato soup should be okay today. I've put myself up there with lots of iron, ferritin levels. Now I'm coming down for the next while. Gotta get back to eating potatoes and rice lots more. It's autumn, you know. Savor those fruits and vegetables for those, you know, special times, like in the evenings when I'm just craving that hot drink, you know, that hot beverage that's not tea or coffee. I don't drink cocos anymore, chocolates, white and dark and milk anymore because my cat, Rudy Noel, died dead and all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how, euthanized. That I just, and I contacted patient relations, Mississauga and elsewhere, that Credit Valley Hospital Dr. Judy Fernando be removed from my mother health care's new future because she obviously doesn't want my mom feeling better. Previous appointment and all times earlier accused me and herself instead of one and more other person and lied, slander and defamation without and or with one and more other person with and without celebrity stalker Norman Thompson I mentioned earlier and Dr. Jassim who has been fired as actually the whole clinic has been fired as including the pharmacy. 2575 Dundas Street West, and the healthcare center, the medical building there with the pharmacy. They kept changing they used the word wellness and everything. Do they ever show up in any public place, including there, with forms showing and telling us that we were mentally ill, incompetent, not sane, and not employable, not lawful? That wasn't us. That was those three other people. I like healthcare workers that aren't in it to do that. They're where and when to make myself and other patients feel better. My mom maybe can't get all those memories back, but my mom should, can, could, may, must, and need better and greater than those three healthcares. All before, all during, all later, and all since December 12th, 2024, because they three ignored that all happened all before, all during, all later, and all since November 12th, 2024, and all other times. And not any of those other people are invited in person having dinner with us tonight, Sundays, and birthdays. Dinings, home and or restaurants and or cafes. Themselves, all those other people delusional that we cared so much. They were never invited. They were obsessed and delusional without compulsive. Those three other people, all those other people, all names Richie and Maud, Maude, and Thompson. The real names, etc. And you witnessed this morning once more that crank call, that stalker, waiting all day by phone, waiting to hear from me. How many weeks I've had that phone number and not a single phone call from me and by me, not any. Because I'm not guilty. I'm not the stalker. I'm not stalking. And that's not me for God, unlike those three other people. And all healthcare should, can, could, may, must, and need were and are and be as everywhere. And not any one of those people should, can, could, may, must, and need were to, add, on, in, out, from all historical, all geographical, and all financial real estates, contents, monies, health cares, educations, employments, and relationships. My parents and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' parents, and all animals and all botany and all pets, all fur babies and myself and others, all happened. This neighborhood too. I mean, the Thompson name itself should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not use and uses my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' parents' and all pets, all botany, and all, let me rephrase that, all animals and all botany and all pets, all fur babes, and myself names in order to let themselves should, can, could, may, must, and need to, add, on, in, out, from, and by Canada. Forever, always, everywhere. Man, all my employers, historical, human relations, etc., paychecks, wages, salaries, my father too, all salaries and or wages, employers, and all those others, all names, Bellis, all when and where, and all why. Should, can, could, may, must, and need, showed and told, and show and tell us, happened. And all alleged CPPs, kind of pension plans, factual, and all old age pensions, factual. I mean, in this neighborhood where any one of those Richies, Mods, Thompsons to add on in out from parking security, lobby security, the police should have been phone called immediately, and those other people should have been arrested, trespassed, etc. Often on and off the internet and Wi-Fi's. And travels, Active Out Center, Mississauga, and Square One Older Adult Center, and Joyce Perry. And Safeway buses. I mean, all banks too. And PayPal should can could make us need privacy and safety. All those Bellis financial I mentioned earlier, all those Bellises showed and told mentioned too. All those banks, all those PayPal should can could make must and need privacy and safety, and not all those, and not any of those other names I mentioned, third parties to add on in out from and by there, and they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, were given any money by those banks. The name Bellis, ever, all the times, always, everywhere, forever, always. Stalkers, they don't get, and they shouldn't get, they shouldn't got. Today too. I hope so. Future, futures. I mean, they shouldn't, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not even alleged froze any bank accounts. Those banking institutes, whatever, places, anyone ever did, should, can, could, may, must, and need arrested and unemployed. They should be judicially punished with and or without sued, each of them, because that's not normal banking. They're just wrong. What they did to my banking, often wrong, especially over since this injury originally happened in what 2006. It's hard to get good staff nowadays, especially since influenza type A epidemic and alleged COVID-19 SARS pandemic. It really is. It's hard to get good staff. Staff that are employable. Savings, etc. The Thompsons, odds and riches should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not tries get financial and contents and real estate and any and everything else um, from us. All names Bellis because they, I mean, I have witnesses on social media, internet, Wi-Fi's, etc., that they were not good and honest other people. Same with the name Andrew Taylor and the names Mary Pat and Joanne Madden. There's quite lots. Reed, Nixdorf, um, Peyton, P-A-T-O-N, P-A-T-O-N, and Hamilton and Butchko, B-H-C-H-K-O, and last name Allen, A-L-L-A-N, and Halliday. I mean, those are stalkers. They don't deserve anything except a jail sentence. Jail. Go to jail and stop lying that was us that did it. It was them. There's so many securities cameras on that have witnessed them did instead of us. And don't send us mail since you've been on the internet trolling and harassing us there. Don't seek retribution. The only retribution you all deserved and deserve and deserves is going to jail for a very long time and to refund us anything and everything, all that you took from us and tried God to get. The Thompsons shouldn't be seeking those Thompsons, mods, and riches off and on it and off the internet should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not upset us with more crank calls, more harassments off and on and off the internet, bothering us in person, stalking us more with their violence and all other times. 1985 and later and all other times. 2007 and later and all other times. All times, all happened as and all witnesses all witnessed all that happened during should can could may must and need showed and told and show and tell and publicly too. Police stations, paramedics, courts, front of crown and district attorneys and justice of the peace, media, virtually social media, Active Outlet Center, Mississauga, Central Parkway Mall, Square One Shopping Center, Square One Older Adult Center, and Mississauga Senior Citizen Center, health cares, etc. Everywhere. Honestly. Today, too, phones. And how many times that other person has phone called, and including times when that other person phone called and delusions of power reached out to alleged police and tried to send them to do an alleged wellness check and lied it was all my fault. Lied it was all my mom's fault. Yet it was all that other person, those other people's faults instead. It was all that other person's fault instead. How much longer till other people realize that liars cannot, should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, that liars, them, all names, Richie, Maud, should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not lied, lie and lies, all about, all true, and all about us to securities guards, corporations, paramedics, and police, and lawyers, and crown and district attorneys, and justices of the peace, blaming my parents, my parents, parents, and my parents, 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 and my parents, 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 and all animals, and all botany, all pets, and fur babies, all pets, all fur babies, and myself, honestly. They're stalkers. All of them. All those other people. All Richie, all Maud, all Thompson, all Williams, all Hardy, all Brennis, all McDonald, all Reed, all Nixdorf, all uh, Butchko, whatever, Buchko, all Hamilton, all Payton, Paton, all Halliday, all last names Allen, Allan, all Sabo, Sabo, all Madden, all Taylor, all those Thompson. I know my mom maiden name, you know, oh, she's my father, wife, and widow. She's shown and told herself that many years. I don't have a favorite uncle. Never have, never will. Anytimes any one of them showed and told, they either made it themselves. I don't know where they got all their mail from because it wasn't always from me. And it wasn't always by me. And 2024, when my mom and Norman greeting cards, my mom had been sending mail. Um, my mom was supposed to just wrote her name, although I didn't want my mom to send any because the envelopes were not addressed to that I know of, and that man could have sent that mail to anybody anywhere. And he's tried to brainwash my mom into believing, like all those other stalkers tried to brainwash my mom, lied it was me, it was my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents, my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all botany and all pets, all fur babies and myself. Yet it's not, and it was not. It was those other people. It was other people, including all names Gupta, Gupta, 1909. And all corporations and 2100 Cherubi Road landlord and all corporations should, can, could, may, must, and need, gave, give, and gives us all privacy and all safety, always, everywhere. Residential, everywhere. All before, all during September 7, 2025, 2, and all since. And all securities cameras on there should, can, could, may, must, and need used as evidence. I'm not lying. And all alibis should, can, could, may, must, and need show and tell and showed and told. We were there. All when and all where and all why. Is Norman Thompson in Canada? I don't know. Is he in Canada? Was he in Canada? He was in Canada, not legally, not lawfully, not sane, not competent, not employable, and should, can, could, may, must, and need deported back to the UK and or wherever celebrity stalker Norman Thompson came from. James and Angela Maud too, and Angela Ritchie. Examples: Louise's Journey on YouTube, etc., social media, and Alan Oak, social media, etc., and Foodie Beauty Chantel, etc. I promise my next live stream, hopefully there's not another family emergency, although if I come back today, then I won't talk as much. There's lots about my personals. Oh, being won't talk as much about being the victim. One of the victims. I know that they ended that their lease 1909, and I hope it stays ended and they never come back. That they can't rent elsewhere in this neighborhood because all that they did, all about other residents, and all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how to, at, on, in, out, from, and by 1909. So, it's just disgusting. All before, all during, all later, and all since. July 2, 2025. I have more than enough evidence on all securities cameras, all on, and videos, recordings, audios, and photographs. All those other people, I, all bad, all purposefully, all wrong, not lawful, and not legal, all not employable with and or without themselves, not all sane and not all competent. And instead of us, hopefully my mom has a new CT with and or without a new MRI. My mom had aches lessen, traumatic brain injuries, and does my mom have a neurologic disorder? My mom should, can, could, may, must, and need medicated as prescribed prescription. That hasn't happened yet. And I asked the hospital patient relations to refer uh, us to some other doctors that specialize in neurologic disorders, Alzheimer's, traumatic brain injuries, and alcohol alleged sickening to my mom. Stalkers are such poor pieces of shit that's not even shit. Why don't they just leave us alone? Get on with their miserable lives. Why do they always want to be stalkers? That's all they do is stalking. Nothing else. They're not greater and not better. Never were, never are, never be. Instead of my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals and all botany and all pets, all fur babies and myself. darn no. Yes, 25% and no. Yes, 20. No, sorry about that. Yes, 75% and no 25%. Tomato soup, a serving of cooked I eat today. Oh, and Stalker, Bill Beckett. Some other people showed and told that we should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not return to one and or more of those other places, centers. Although, instead, as that other person, Bill Beckett, he should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not return to there. I don't know that I'll ever return there to do another class or anything. Although, the walkathon, I will buy a t shirt, whatever they're doing. I will contribute a little bit financially to support some of the programs, etc. To support the programs, etc. Although not stalkers being there, all to and all about us. I just, privacy and safety there too. It was what it was, and I'm not guilty. You weren't guilty. No securities cameras all on there too. Should, can, could, may, must, and need. All security guards showed and told and show and tell that. All happened as, and that one and more staff misinformation, although agreed that negative publicity should, can, could, may, must end, ended, and that I should, can, could, may, must, need there and more. I don't know that I'll do that, although. Actually, that is actually the other person that sent that one in more letters should, can, could, may, must, and need. Send another letter apologizes, apologized to me because there's all evidence out there. It's not me. It's not us. It's some uh, one and more other person. I mean, do they have less members? There, that's not my fault. Never was. Or false. It's never false. Do they have less staff there? Again, not our faults. Do those centers and malls close for futures forever? That's not our faults. That's one of the things I like about security cameras all on. the surveillance, real time live, and all recorded, no photos of, no videos of. They all should, can, could, may, must, and need, showed and told, and show and tell. We were not guilty. Other people. Allegations and accusations. Examples of names: Gupta, Gupta, Avenue, and all those other names I mentioned, including Ritchie, Maud, and Thompson. We were not guilty. And all alleged police arrests that were allegedly recording, all during, all happened as should, can, could, may, must, and need used as evidence that we were not guilty. Everywhere. Examples: celebrity stalker D. Gupta. Examples: celebrity stalker K. Gupta, 1909, Avenue, and Transhill, and all other people, names Ritchie, Maud, Aude, and Thompson, etc. Dr. Jassim and all other doctors, 2575 Dundas Street West, and Dr. Credit Valley Hospital, Dr. Chidi Fernando, should, can, could, may, must, arrested. All those third party people were all about Altu and all about my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all botany and all pets, all fur babies, and myself. I mean, my mother should have been having health cares about all that alleged mental health and brain traumas, head traumas, every 6 months and less often, and medicated as prescribed prescription and feeling better. I mean, my mom doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she doesn't bake, she does little to next than cleaning herself, which is cleaning, I mean, maids. She doesn't cook. Well, she has to be, my mom has to be supervised cooking stoves and ovens. Um, and I'm like, Mom, we could order in, you know. I'm feeling a little bit better. I could do some stovetop cooking. I could use the oven. I could do cooking. I not here, although I hate microwaves. I really have difficulty with appliances these days, physically, mentally, and emotionally, although it's technology and they've been cleaned professionally from maids. And I ate my garlic stuffed olive and piece of bread. Influenza type A took a lot out of me in February this year. Immune system weakened. My cat euthanized dead. Took a lot out of me. It happens every time. That time, this time was the worst ever. It was the worst. My cat ill health, sicker, the worst. I didn't want that. I wanted my cat healthier and enjoying life beautiful, you know? He was a bit aggressive. He didn't like getting brushed. He didn't like me grooming. You know, he had his anxiety issues. My cat had anxiety issues, obviously. It deserved greater, better than all that. And I tried several times. I tried, even later since. I really didn't want anybody else to hurt my cat. The only thing that was supposed to happen was veterinarians. Even then, they weren't supposed to hurt his back, anything. And there was security cameras a lot. I don't understand why nobody got punished. And they kept coming after me. Yes, I didn't do anything. I just loved my cat.